Hi, welcome to episode 8 of the Knit and Crochet Spot. My name's Melissa and I'm here podcasting to you from the suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia, where I live with my husband and we have 4 grown daughters and 2 grandchildren. Today is September the 13th, Sunday, and I want to thank you all for joining me. I'm sorry I didn't podcast last week like I thought I would have. It was Labor Day and we had a great weekend with friends and family. We had a lot of fun, so I didn't get to podcast. So I have, a lot to show today. And so I guess with that, we'll get started. I want to thank you for joining me, and yep, here we go. So today I have finished objects, works in progress, and some acquisitions. And for finished projects, I have 3. One of them, the first one I'm going to show you, is not 100% done. Well, it is done, but I have to weave in the ends. So here we go. This is something that I showed on my first podcast. Let me get out of the way a little bit to show it. And it is my harvest cardigan. That is way close. Let's see if I can get it. This is the harvest cardigan by Tin Can Knits. And when I showed it last, I had an arm to finish. And I have since finished the arm. I still have to take all my stitch markers out. But the the knitting is done. And I have to weave in. I have most of my ends woven in. I have a few more to do. But yeah, it is done. It is done. And I'm happy with it. It is a little big in the arms. I intentionally made it longer. Excuse me, I don't know that it says you have to stop at any length, but I just noticed that mine compared to the pictures was long, which I wanted. I wanted it long. And I don't mind that the body is baggy, but the arms, I have short arms. And the arms are quite big. I don't know if I dare try it on. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and try it on. I'll show you. I don't know how well you'll see. So here it is. I can't see. I have like bad eyesight, so I can't really see anything now what you're seeing, but I don't know if you can notice. See how the arms are just big. They're big. I have, like I said, short arms, and I guess I don't really mind them being too long, but I just wish I wish I had decreased a bit more. But as far as the length goes, I'm okay with the length. I don't know if you can really see. I have my shorts on. But yeah, so I'm happy with it. It'd be nice to wear this winter. Other than that, I guess I'll work around it, but I'm real glad that it's done. And I'll tell you about the yarn that I used and I keep saying crochet. I've got crochet on the brain, and the knitting needles that I used. I think I will I'll just do that. Okay. So So the yarn that I used, let me get myself situated. Okay. The yarn that I used is Lamia Natural Wool. It's a yarn I got from Hobium. It's a number 4 worsted weight yarn. It is 100 grams and 218 yards. And I think I said it's 100% wool. Yes, and I used to make that probably 8 skeins. Well, I have quite a bit of this left, so I guess 7 and a bit. I'm pretty sure because they come in 5 packs. I got 2 5-packs. I've got 2 over there and a bit of this. So 7 and a bit. And oh, the color. I do not think they put the color on their labels for most of their yarn. No. So but that's the color. And it's 100% wool, but it's not, well, I don't mind it. I don't mind wool, you know, at all. And it's not, you know, it's not soft like, you know, superwash merino or anything like that. It's not soft like that, but I have felt wool that is a lot scratchier than that. So, and I haven't washed that yet, so hopefully, probably it will relax a bit and, you know, be even softer. And the needles that I used the main needles that I used were 5mm. I used my High Sharps 5mm on 40. Well, did I? Yeah, 40, because it was a cardigan, so there was lots of purling, which I mean, I prefer to just knit, but I don't mind purling. So yeah, that was the main needles that I used. For the, let me go ahead and get it. For this part, which goes all the way around, and for the bottom part, I used 4mm needles. And then on the arms, I used 5mm needles, but I used the 16-inch circulars. And then I used the 16-inch circulars 4mm for the cuffs. And that's what I used. And this is how I counted my decreases. So I'm really happy with it. A little bit about the pattern. It's the Harvest Cardigan by Tin Can Knits. It's a free pattern. And it has a ton of sizes. Let's see. It goes from 0 to 6 months up to 4X. And this, I did a 2X. This is a 2X. I definitely could have gotten away with doing an extra large. And also, I haven't even, when I wash this, I'm not really, I would say when I soak it, it's going to look like, you know, it's going to look even bigger because it's wool. Now, I have heard, and obviously because when it's wet, it's going to get bigger, but when it dries, it'll go back some. I'm not going to block this at all because I don't want it any bigger. I'm just going to wash it and just lay it flat on some towels, you know. And I have seen on other podcasts, they did this, but they did it with superwash. No, they did it, I don't even think it was superwash. I don't know what they did it with, but somebody put theirs to kind of shrink it a little bit, because I wouldn't mind if it was just shrunk a tiny bit. They put it in the dryer for like 5 minutes. And I'm not sure I really dare do that, because being 100% wool, it's, you know, I'm just, you know, I don't want it to felt, and that's the worst thing. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might just deal with it being oversized, you know. I'm okay with it. I'm really happy I have a cardigan for the fall to wear. And yeah, maybe I'll watch some more videos or read more about it, about possibly sticking it in the dryer for a few minutes just to see if it'll shrink up a little bit. I'm just really afraid of it felting. So we'll see. So that's my first finished object, and I carried on about that for too long. I'm really proud of it. I'm really happy with it. So there we go. Put that over there. And I can put all these. My husband always says, do you really need all those needles you have? And it's like, well, yeah, just on that one thing, one project, I use 4 different needles. Oh, I don't think I've ever, this is an Ella bag. This is Ella bag. I have 2 of her bags, 2 Snoopy bags. Okay, now my second finished object is a crochet. It is the pocket shawl. And last time I showed it, I was here. So I got all this done, and then the pockets and the fringe. I actually did fringe. I tried to trim it a little bit, but I get worried that I'll get too, I'll be too worried, I'll just keep cutting and cutting and you won't have any fringe left. So I was like, no, you're fine. It's fine. So yep, there it is. And this is by Crystal at Bag A Day Crochet. Yep, this is it. I wish it was a tiny bit longer, but that's okay. That's okay. So I'll try it on and show you. The problem is when I get farther back, I can't see anything. This is it. Somewhat. See, I just wish it was a little bit longer. I haven't washed this yet either. But that's okay. So I really, really love this stitch that she has in this. It's a 2-row repeat. I love that, and I would love, if I was into really making blankets, I would love to have a blanket with this pattern. I just think that's beautiful. I really do. So that is done, and I need to find somebody shorter than me, because I don't think maybe I will, but it bothers me that it's not, just feels, I just wish it was a tiny bit longer. Okay, where is, oh, over here. The yarn that I used, and this yarn is, I really like this yarn a lot. So, okay, I did say it was Crystal from Bag A Day, her pattern, her pocket shawl pattern, and I will link everything below in the description box. So I used this yarn, and it is the Lion Brand Heartland yarn. Look what I did. Just rip that bad boy. It was the colorway is Capital Reef. It is a medium 4 worsted weight and 251 yards, 100% acrylic. Did I say the color? Capital Reef. It's so soft. This is really nice. I would love to make, well, I would love to have a blanket with this made from this yarn. This is very, very soft, with this pattern. My little progress keeper, peach cupcake. But I like that. I like that stitch combination. So yep, there's my pocket shawl. And when I used a 7mm crochet hook, which I use a lot with worsted weight, crocheting worsted weight yarns. Whoops. All right, let me get this put up. All right, my last finished object is just a small finished object that I didn't really like how it came out. This was just using up some scraps, and I wanted to come up with a, I thought I did. I'd like for the holidays coming up and stuff like that to have a headband I can just, whip up really quickly and just, kind of put stocking stuffers for my kids or, for, family, my friends' kids and stuff like that. Or, I just thought it would be kind of neat to have. So this is, oh gosh, this is a video tutorial. I'm not sure who, I can't remember. But anyway, this is it. This is the headband. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I think my tension changed from when I first started it to when I ended it. I don't know if it was very quick. This is the back, which is, I don't like that at all. Cause you have to be really conscious that you make sure you put that to the back of your head. I don't know. I have to keep looking for a ear warmer headband pattern that I like that would use up a bunch of scraps and really quick. And I use the yarn I used. I love this yarn. You can't really see. I don't really know. I don't think you can really see the sparkle that's in it. Well, there you go. A little bit. A gold sparkle. I like that. I like this yarn. This is also a Hobium yarn. It is Kartofu Melange Wool Luxe. And it is 100 grams, 77 acrylic, 20% wool, and 3% metallic yarn. It is 175 yards. And I think at first it was listed as like a bulky, like a 5 on their web. I don't know why, but when I looked again, because it really isn't. I mean, it's a little bit, well, I don't know. It really is just a number 4. I'm trying to think. I don't know why I think that. But anyway, it's not. It's listed as a worsted weight now. I don't know why I'm thinking that it was listed as a bulky 5. I mean, it's kind of maybe a little bit bulkier than a 4. Or maybe it's just a thick 4. I don't know. But like for 100 grams, and it's only got 175 yards, I think a lot of 4s have a little bit more yards in it than that. Anyway, so I use it like a worsted weight. It's pretty, but it's okay. I think it's just because of this that I don't like that. All right, so that's all my finished objects. I gotta get a cup of tea, or a sip of tea. And I have, let's see, 1, 2, yeah, 4 whips. I gotta make sure. I think they're all knitting. I know what I'm going to start next on crochet. Well, what I say, and what at this moment right now, I know what I'm going to start next in crochet. All right, my first whip, works in progress, is my goldfinch shawl. I made a lot of progress on this. Let me see. See if it's hooked up to 2 yarns. I can't remember. Nope. Oh, it's not hooked. Yay. It's not hooked up to any yarn. Okay. so this is it. This is where I was. That's where I was last time I showed this. And so I've gotten all of that done. So the rest of the pink, and then all this lace section, and then the stripes. And eventually, when it's done, it's going to go like this. I don't know if I said it's all my whips are knitting. So this is a knit shawl. Oh, I love it. So I'm getting there. Obviously the rows are longer now, so it takes a bit longer to do. That's really pretty. Yeah, so the pattern is by Andrea Mowry of Dre Renee Knits, and it's the Goldfinch. Yep. And I'm getting there. I have I have 3 more sections, but the rows are longer, and then yeah, so it takes a bit longer, and then the short rows are going to get a bit bigger, you know, like down here, you know, it's just a small section of short rows. But now that the rows are bigger, or there's more stitches, you know, the short rows will get bigger. But I love it. It's really squishy soft. It's so soft. Oh, it's nice yarn. So the yarn that I used is Oh Wool Oh Wash. Oh Wool Oh Wash. It is 304 yards, 100 grams, and it is 100% machine washable, certified organic merino. And the colors are, oh I got itch. Sorry about that. The blue is Appalachian Stone. This light pink is Wood Dove. And then this is Pasture Rose. I feel like it's almost like a terracotta color. And I'm using, what needles am I using? I'm using my Addie's 4mm on 40-inch circulars, but I'm knitting straight back and forth. Oh, I love it. It's just, this yarn is, I love it. I did make a boo-boo here. I don't know what the heck I did. I mean, I know what I did, but I can't for the life of me figure out why. I don't know if you can see it. Like right there, obviously, I purled, because this is just garter stitch right here, so you knit both ways, and obviously right there, I purled a stitch. Oh well. So there you go. Oh, and this is in my Cedar Hill Farm bag. I think I talked about everything with that. The yarn, the needles, the pattern. Yep. So that's that one. And then this one, in my T-Doddles bag, are my socks I was working on. I showed you. I'll just show you the progress. Well, I'll show you this like I have, except for the heel. I've got this done. This sock done, except for I have to put in the heel. And then on this, so I've gotten this, and I don't remember where I was. Oh, yarn tangle. Oh, well. So I've gotten this much done on that. I've got my heel, afterthought heel, or the waist yarn for that put in. And these are my high sharps, 2.25, and I do magic loop. And this is the yarn that I'm using for the main part. This is like a tangled mess. And the yarn is No Law Knits, 75 superwash merino, 25% nylon. And the colorway is Pele. This is it, so pretty. And it's, you know, fingering weight, 4-ply fingering weight. Is it 4-ply? I don't think it says on here. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, there's no, I mean, it tells you it's superwash merino and nylon and the colorway, but this doesn't have any of the specifics, the yardage or any of that. And then for the toe and eventually the heel, I'm using this pink by Knit Picks, and it is called Pucker. And it's a fingering weight, 231 yards, 75 superwash merino, 25 nylon, and it's 50 grams. But yeah. Sorry. Yep. And so there's that. There's that sock. And I would have had more progress. I'm going to put this over here. I don't need that in there. I would have had more progress on that sock, but I ended up starting another sock, which I do from time to time. The bag it's in is part of my acquisitions, and the yarn is an acquisition too. Yeah. Ooh, look at this. So I am making, oh, and that sock that I'm making is just a vanilla sock, just my own recipe, same as this one. And so what I did for that sock, I did for this sock. So here is the sock. Oh, Halloween. Yes, this is what I just got, this skein of yarn, and I had to start my Halloween socks. Oh, look at it. I love it. All right, so this yarn is String Theory Colorworks, and the color, this is their Orbit. This is their Orbit line. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So this is String Theory Colorwork, and the colorway is Monasteros. Whatever that means. I think it's a consolation. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. It's a sport weight. It is 328 yards, and it's, well, this wasn't my fault, but I was skeining it up, or I had it on my, winding it. I had it on my Swift, and I was caking it up. Yeah, there was a knot. that's okay. It happens. You'd think, it shouldn't happen when you spend, this is actually a good price for, especially for self-striping yarn. This was only it was $26 for striping. So that's really good. And I know it's only it's only like 328 yards, but sock yarn, can run, 32 to 30, self-striping sock yarn can run a lot more, even if it's, sport weight. But because I get this at my LYS, they have some sock yarns that have a skein for, I always get it wrong, heels, toes, and cuffs. And that's only, with that extra bit of yarn, and I'm pretty sure that's fingering weight, which is probably around 400 yards, that's only like $30. If you go to like the Eat Sleep Knit website, you can see all of the yarn. I can't stop looking at it. I love it. I love it. So it's sport weight. And I'm doing, these are on my my Addies, my Addie Rockets 2.25. Like I said before, I do magic loop. And I've said this so many I've said this a bunch, but even though it's super weight, sport weight, and it's not finger weight, I've still done it the same. 15 for my heel, for my cuffs, 25 for my ankle, basically, and then I'm not sure, usually I do about 60, 65. This will probably be less because the yarn is a little bit thicker. That's not a good, the yarn's a little bit thicker than fingering weight because it's sport weight. It's super soft. It's, oh God, I love it. I love it. So yeah, the yarn was one of my acquisitions. I got it at my LYS. Oh, I can't stop looking at it. So I'm excited to have some Halloween socks. All right, and then my last works in progress. The yarn is also an acquisition. It's in my Nomadic Yarns bag. I'm feeling Halloween. Let me take a sip. I'm feeling Halloween. So my last, I have two projects in here. So I'm going to be making a sock head cowl out of this yarn. Now, I'm just going to show you, my ball winder messed this up. I have other skeins of this. I bought 3 skeins of this. And when I do my acquisitions in a minute, I'll show you the other skein. I'll show you the others. They're I think they're hanks. Is that what they're called when they're, I don't even remember. Anyway, so this is what I have so far. I'm doing a sock head cowl. And it's a free pattern on Ravelry. I can't remember. Is it Kelly McClure? I think it is. I'm sorry if that's wrong. I will link, I'll have it all down below. So here it is so far. And the yarn is Unique. Oh, excuse me. Unique Fingering by, it's like their website is earthyarns.com. And I got it at another LYS. Well, it's not really local to me. It's about an hour and a half from me. I talked about it in my last, I talked about it in my last podcast. I am drawing a blank. Well, anyway, I'll link it down below. Oh my gosh. So that's the yarn. I'm very excited to see how this comes out. I'm using 3 millimeter Chow Goose on a 16-inch. See, I'm all into Halloween. Here's my stitch marker, or yeah. So that's my final. Did I say anything about this yarn? I don't even think I did. So at any rate, it is 100% extra fine superwash merino fingering weight, 435 yards. Yeah, that's it. And the colorway, I'm not sure if it's on here. I don't think it's on here. Well, 3021 is the number. I think that I think that they just sell in the LYS and various LYSs. I'm not sure you can order online. But I'll put a link down below. So that is all my finished objects, works in progress and finished objects. That's all of them. So now we'll get into acquisitions, and I will just, yeah, here we go. Oh, that's it. Strings and Stitches is the LYS, or the yarn store that I bought this from. And I bought 3 hanks of it. I think that's what they're called. Oh my gosh. I'll start with that. This is what it looks like. Hanked up. This is my horrible job of caking it up. I don't know what the heck happened. I thought it was very Halloween-y, but I still might do this, but because it's 100% superwash merino, there's no nylon in it. I'm not sure. You wouldn't normally make socks unless they had a little bit of nylon in them to strengthen them, but I might just do it at any rate because it's just so, I think they'd make really cool socks. Although I'm just really cannot wait until I get to the orange part. I can't wait. So I got 2 of these. Because it is a self-striping. So, because I'm thinking about like a shawl or something like that. I guess I could do like just one, like a one skein shawl. I'm just really sure how it would show up because of the stripes. I can't really, especially if I were to do a bigger shawl, the stripes would get smaller and smaller, the width of them. I don't know. But I may throw caution to the wind and make socks without nylon. I just really wear them around the house. Being that they're Halloween socks, well, or fall, I wouldn't be wearing them, all year. Because I will wear my socks in the summer because it gets cold in the house with the air on and stuff. So that's one of my, I made a mess now. So that's one of my purchases. And other yarns that I got there, I got this yarn. I saw this on, his name is Gary. I can't think of his channel. My brain, I can't remember anything today. Urban Yarns. I saw this on Gary's channel that he purchased. This right here. And I loved it. And then when I was at the yarn store and I saw they had it, I was like, I have to get it. And so they had 2, and so I got 2. Oh, this is Serdar Jewel Spun and Aran. But it's when I think of, you know, Aran and worsted weight can be very interchangeable, but I always think of Aran as being a tiny bit thicker than worsted, and this here is definitely a worsted weight, but it's not a thick worsted weight. But I think that like I think this is a yarn from the UK, and I'm pretty sure they just say Aran. So look at that. It's so pretty. So it's 100% acrylic. 200 grams, 546 yards. And I don't know if it's got a name on it. Well, it's shade 843. And so this is like well over 1,000 yards. Well, it's like 1,100 yards nearly. Make something really nice. Beautiful. And it's the same color. Yep, 843. Oh, can you hear that? It's the same color, just wound differently. Well, you can tell it, yeah. All right, so I got that. And then I also got 5 of these. This is Kramer yarns. I saw this on, I don't think I saw this yarn, but the name Kramer yarns on Ross's channel, Smells Like Yarn. Yeah, Ross. Everybody knows Ross. So I saw, I saw him, Kramer yarns. The first time I ever heard of it. And they had it there. They had quite a few different, they had quite a few of the Kramer yarns, including this one, different colors. Then they had different styles, but I got this one. I don't know if you can see, it's got flecks of black in it. It's really, really nice. So this is Kramer yarns. It is 120 yards, 100 grams, 30% domestic merino, 70% acrylic. It's a number 5 bulky. And the colorway is Rags to Riches. And I got 5 of these, and it feels really nice. Yep, I got 5 of these. And then the last thing I got at that store was, I've never had this sock yarn before. Lang Yarns Twin Socks. It says it has 2 identical color repeats in 1 ball. Ooh, I didn't even know that. I just do that on my own. That's cool. There's that. And so that's what I got at that store. And then I don't know, so they were having a Christmas in August at the Strings and Stitches. And because all of the shows have been canceled, they had a little bit of a trunk show. Bye, Grammy. Hang on one sec. Okay, sorry. Of course, we're going to get interrupted. Anyway, so, excuse me. So along with the event they have in August, Christmas in August, because of the shows getting canceled, they did a little, I guess like a trunk show for a couple of vendors. They had 2 yarn dyers there, and I showed you week the buttons and stuff that I got from other shops. So from there was, let's see, what is in this bag first? Okay, I'll do this bag first. So the first indie dyer there was the Cedar Hill Farm Company, and I have a lot of her bags. She's from Georgia, so I try to support, I try to support Georgia small businesses. I try to support them all, or not all. I wish I could support them all. I try to support, from other places as well, but because they're in Georgia, I feel even more, plus I like her bags and I like her yarn. So the first thing I got was this yarn, and it's Cedar Hill Farm, and this is on her Rocket Sock 4-ply fingering weight, and the colorway is Dolly Levi, and it is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 463 yards, 100 grams, and I like it. I like it very much. And so I got that yarn. And then I got from her a kit. I will take it out. I got a kit. This is the pattern. The Fairfax. And it's the Fairfax. And this is the yarn. Two hanks of this. It just looks like coffee to me, coffee beans. It is, well, Cappadocia. Cappadocia. It is in the Journey base, 4-ply fingering weight, 100% superwash merino, 438 yards, 100 grams. That's pretty. I like it very much. So I got that to make this. Oh. And then I got this bag from her. These are a new design that she's doing, that she's come out with. It's all, because it was in a bag, it's all wrinkled. Isn't that cool? And then this comes out. And well, why isn't it? What am I doing wrong? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. At any rate. Like that. It got pockets. Got some pockets. I love orange. I love the orange. I don't know if that's the inside. So that's cool. That's a new design for her. This is like jeans. Yep. So oh my goodness. And then the other yarn dyer that was there, oh, here it is, was Cameo Yarns. And this is the yarn I got from her. I got this, Cameo Yarns. And to me, I feel like that's fall too. You know, kind of like the leaves, the green, and then they're turning They're starting to turn colors. So this is her Oh So Charming sock base, 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon. Fingering sock weight, 462 yards, 100 grams. And it is, oh, the colorway, did I say that? Is Merry and Bright, number 4. Oh, she says Merry and Bright. When I hear Merry and Bright, I think of Christmas, and that's, right? No, that's not Christmas to me. I still think that's like fall. To me, that feels like fall. Beginning of fall. And then the other colorway I got from her is the Oh So Charming sock. Same thing, 75, 25, 462 yards. And this is Tangerello. And I bought from her before. This is quite a while ago. What did I do with it? It's not the same colorway, but it almost is. Like this purple is a little different. And this one here is Good Energy. God. I mean, the purple's a little different, but it is really close. Like if I were to, let me see. Those are the, well, I guess it's still pretty darn close. I wondered when I brought this home, I thought, that looks familiar. And then I went and looked and I thought, yeah, that's why it looks familiar. And then she had some bags, and I don't think they're her bags. The label on them says they are Frog Peak Creations. This is their card. And they're from Vatican, British Columbia. And they have an Etsy shop. I will put all that down there. But this is the bag. This is one of the bags that I got. And this is the inside. Really, really well made. And really good size. This is this. And then the other bag that I got was, I had to, Halloween. I'll use it all year though. And that's the inside. That's got my Halloween socks in them. Yep. So, yep, that's about, oh, this is not yarn related, but yesterday they had buy one, get one free at, is it Bath and Body Works? Is that how you, is it? I always get that mixed up with, yeah, Bath and Body Works. I always get that with Bed Bath and Beyond. I always get them mixed up. And so I got a bunch of candles, which is really good. That's like $12 a candle. That's good. And so I got a bunch of candles. It will help. That takes care of a lot of gifts, birthday gifts and that for the fall. I have family members and friends that have fall birthdays, and that takes care of a lot of birthdays. So these are the ones that I got. They're all, because I love the fall. I love pumpkins. So this one is Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. I got that one. And I got this one, which is Leaves. And I got the Perfect Autumn. Oh, it smells so good. Another Leaves, but they don't smell the same. No. And then I got Cranberry Woods. I can't help it. Oh, it just smells so good. And then the last one pumpkin apple. So that will take care of quite a few fall birthdays I have coming up. So that's it. That's it. And the yarn, you know, I supported that shop up in the mountains there, and I feel really good about that. And some yarn dyers that are you know, local yarn dyers, or you know, in the same state as me. And I know how it's just been, you know, everything is canceled, and I understand why. And I'll be honest with you, if they hadn't been canceled, I'm not sure that I would have gone to them, because that's a lot of people. Starting to get a little bit less afraid to, but I mean, I you know, yeah, big crowds like that and stuff, you know, I'm gonna be a little cautious. So it's probably a good idea that definitely was a good idea that they canceled them. But it's been hard, and you know, just feel really glad to, and then, you know, the LYS, or the yarn stores, you know, because they're non-essential businesses, they were closed for a while, and now, you know, most stores are limited capacity. You know, they're trying not to have too many people in their stores, so they're hurting. You know, they're hurting too, and I don't want anything to happen to them. So I feel good about supporting them and stuff. And I hope you all have a great week, and I thank you for watching. And if you're still here, thank you so much. And I want to thank all new subscribers and people that have commented, and I really appreciate it. And if you did like if you are new, you know, one of the, you know, I'm sure you are. I've not been around that long, but if this is the first time you're watching my podcast, I hope you'll consider subscribing and liking this video, and possibly giving a comment. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you all hopefully in a week, 2 weeks. It wouldn't be more than 2 weeks, but I hope it's next week. We'll see. And I hope you all have a great week, and just do something crafty, enjoy life, and make sure you give your loved ones a hug. Thank you all for watching again. All right now, bye.